Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The media is so sly, dishonest, and manipulative, yeah, that it will subconsciously get you if you're not careful. Why is it whenever a Asian or Pakistani man, yeah, does something bad, he's referred to as his religion, like Muslim grooming gangs and so forth. But whenever he does something good, his religion is left out of it. For example, there's a breathtaking clip that I'm going to share either before or after this video, and it will show a Pakistani brother, yeah, who took a white homeless man off and offered him a job, you know, in his car shop, in his car wash, yeah. The guy was really messed up and he helped him. He's never referred to as a Muslim. And also, why ain't white grooming gangs referred to as Christian grooming gangs or, you know, or atheist grooming gangs? Media, if you're gonna blame Islam for grooming gangs and all this rubbish that has nothing to do with Islam, yeah, then why don't you also thank Islam, yeah, for thank Allah, thank Islam and respect the messenger for turning out so many Muslim doctors. Most of the doctors I suppose are Pakistani, Asian, yeah, and you divide it up, I find you'll find 50% at least, yeah, or a huge amount are Muslims, yeah. Doesn't Islam get the credit for that? Why doesn't Islam get the credit? For example, me as a convert coming from the streets and this, that, and so forth. I don't know any other faith, system, ideology, or group of people who have people like married, yeah, in their late teens, yeah, or their early 20s, like men. Yeah, in their 20s, married, not going around sleeping around and this, that, and the other and so forth. Islam has to take all the negative baggage for things like grooming gangs and all the stuff which has nothing to do with Islam. It also has to take all the praise, yeah, for the good things, like turning the most amount of doctors out, or a large percentage of the doctors. Also, being the most charitable. Every Muslim household pays 2.5 years of its yearly income, yeah, to the poor, yeah. It's something obligatory on us. And so every Muslim pays 2.5 of their yearly income to the poor, yeah, when Ramadan comes around. So you also put that in the paper every year, that Muslims are the most charitable. Also, like I said, I wasn't born into a Muslim family. You are not going to find, if a Muslim person or family practice Islam properly, you will not find another one on earth on it. A young person in his early 20s, yeah, married, yeah, providing for his family and so forth, yeah. Don't smoke, don't drink, yeah. Don't go sleeping around one night stands and this, that, and other. Yeah, some of our youth are caught up in the YOLO, but there's a lot of people that... And media, if you're going to blame Muslims for all the bad things they do, what about Muslim women? What about all the Muslim women who practice their deen, wear hijab and stuff, yeah? Who don't have sex out of marriage and have 1 or 2 abortions, yeah? Don't go out on the weekend, yeah? Like a lot of girls, yeah? And get drunk, yeah? And get into fights, and the... ambulances have to be called out, paramedics have to be called out, and people like paramedics and nurses who've trained their whole life to save people's life, you're not deal with drunk people in the weekend, they want to save old people, or they want to save people with life or death matters, yeah, they get called out because these girls get drunk and have fights with complete strangers, yeah, or get so drunk they need their stomach pumped because they got too much alcohol in them or whatever and so forth, yeah, and so forth. Like, where's the praise for them who are celibate, get married, yeah, respect themselves, yeah, and raise kids to be good children and stuff like that? Where's the praise for them? So bye-bye mainstream media, you're dying out anyway, yeah. All you ITV, BBC, Channel 4, this, that, the other newspapers, you're all dying out. You're gonna be gone soon. You're gonna be in a natural history museum next to the dinosaurs, yeah. Keep portraying when a Muslim does something good, keep on referring to him by his race or ethnicity, and when he does something bad like grooming gangs, refer to him as by his religion to make it seem like it's part of the religion or whatever, yeah. But the whole thing is this, you're dying out. Look, people blamed, yeah, 9/11 on Muslims, and I don't believe Muslims did 9/11, yeah. They said that before 9/11 the people in gambling with girls, drinking alcohol, and then they go and do jihad or whatever it is the next day. How does that make any sense? The news reports say that people did 9/11. So if people believe that Muslims did 9/11, a lot of people did, a lot of people know that they didn't, yeah, then the whole thing is that what are these little articles going to do? people are going to find out the truth and read the Quran. See, so this racist game you're playing is not going to last. Why? Because too many people live next to Muslims, work with Muslims, yeah, interact with Muslims, yeah. The only people that don't are people that live out in seclusion, you know what I'm saying, and don't really mix with the general community, you know what I'm saying. 1 out of every 5 persons are Muslims, yeah, yeah. And we could turn our tables on you if we wanted to be racist, but our religion doesn't tell us to. Right, we could say, why is it every white government, yeah, has raped nearly, you know, like England, America and so forth, the French and stuff? Why have they raped and pillaged nearly every country, yeah, and took all its resources? But our religion teaches us, as Allah says in the Quran, the Creator says in the Quran, we created you in different tribes and nations to recognize each other, not to curse each other. Also, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, yeah, that Arab isn't better than non-Arab, and non-Arab isn't better than Arab, and white isn't better than black, and black isn't better than white. And also our religion teaches us to pray feet to feet, shoulder to shoulder, white, black, yellow, all races together.
Hi, my name's Chris Wilkes. I used to beg on the streets. I was a homeless man until one special day came along.
I met Chris at the traffic lights coming home after work.
Used to sit down like this. Used to sit here. Used to ask money.
I mean, looking at him, he looked very young to me, so he just didn't look right to be standing on street corners. So I thought, why not give him a chance in life?
The day that Shazad come and see me, like I had a box of tablets. I was going to take him that day, and he saved me, bro. He didn't know that till today. Endless nights like here, sleeping on that bench right there. Cars coming by, 3,000-4,000 people a day coming past me and not give 2 hoots. Police stop me, are you alright? Yeah, yeah. And as you can see, it's a busy road, you know what I'm saying? So I'm glad I got the chance I got, you know, mate, to be honest with you. And Shazad took me in the car wash. It was the best day of my life. Never again. Never again.
He's been through so much. And seeing people like that, and all you can do as a human being is help them.
It was my own fault I was on the streets, because I took drugs, but they didn't know the circumstances why I was there in the first place. It's hard, a lot of things I've gone through, abused when I was younger, bullied, battered, jail, crime, prison, not having the right role model in life, basically.
Hopefully with his wages that he gets, he can get himself back on his feet and get a nice TV and get a smartphone and stuff.
It's good, I'm happy, man. It's changed my life, and I want other homeless people to feel what I feel. My boss is top, he's the man, he's the one. I love him so much, it's unreal. My love goes out to him, man.
I've got love for you.